Good afternoon, welcome to the Yorkshire's adventure. We've come down to St Aiden's Wildlife Park. We've come down to have a walk around, take a look at what's here, and then we're going to watch the sunset. So, catch you when we get inside. Right, we're down on St Aiden's, we're just walking down the side of the wetlands now. So St Aiden's is a wildlife park. However, before it was a wildlife park, it was an open cast coal mine until in 1988 the River Aire bank collapsed and it actually flooded the whole area and all the working mine with 17 million litres of water. Now it is all wetland area. If you look across onto the fields, you can see there's quite a lot of geese that nest up here, and in the distance, right about there, is Oddball, which is a walking drag line for the coal mine. But we'll go a bit more into that a bit later on. So when the area flooded, and just be careful, if you're going to come down here, especially at this sort of time of year, be prepared, there's lots of flies, lots of midges, and you will talk and inevitably get them in your mouth. But when it flooded, and it filled with 17 million litres of water, RAF Chinook helicopters were actually flown in with sandbags to try and plug the hole in the River Aire. But unfortunately, it didn't work. And I do believe also the Calder River in Castleford actually flowed upstream when it found its natural level of water and added to the water in the area. As you can see, everywhere which way you walk here, it's just the views are spectacular. And if you like birds and bird watching, that's your thing, you're spoilt for choice. There's absolutely loads of different varieties of birds: duck, geese, black-headed gulls. I think you get little owls down here on the night as well. So if you also look just next to the this lake, it looks like quite a lot of pampas grass, if that's your thing, you know. could always come down and, you know, get some. It's at the front door, whatnot. No pineapples though. No pineapples. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? This is the midges you got to deal with.
Help me! It's midgie season!
As you can sort of see, you've got a hell of a lot of midges if you come down here.
And even if you go even down further, there's a bunch more.
That's Lily, who's decided she's coming down for the walk. That's Lily getting attacked by midges. If you're interested in your bird watching, the sort of brands of birds here are the Eurasian bittern, little owl, western marsh harrier, the Eurasian skylark, back-neck gulls, northern lowpig and common red shank. We have geese, ducks, there's everything here.
It's beautiful.
So if you're bird watching and you like your bird watching, get yourself down to St Aiden. Quite a lot of people come down. Camera lenses that I don't understand. Well, they're massive, but I assume that's for the birds. So this is Oddball, the giant walking dragline. It's oddball because it was actually calibrated for 60 hertz of electricity in the US. Obviously we use 50 hertz over here. And it was originally christened Litchfield. It was brought to the UK from the US in 1954. It was the second largest machine of its type in the world. It moved to St Aiden in 1974. It was used to mine the surface of the pit. Its max speed was 0.3 kilometres an hour in steps of 2 metres at the time. And it was last moved in 1999 when it moved to the top of this hill, overlooking the reserve for the preservation. But yeah, that is Oddball, the giant dragline. That's it from us from St Aiden's. We're going to enjoy the last of this sunset, have a nice cold one, and we'll catch you next time. If you like what you saw, drop us a like, give us a subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye!